One of the best ways that you can create a really strong brand for your business and stand out from competition is by blogging. Hi, my name is Linda and I help businesses get visible on social media and scale using marketing strategy. So today I'm going to be sharing 7 tips that you could use to actually launch your first blog post now in less than 60 minutes. So the first thing you need to do is really have a strong reason why you actually are starting a blog. Now that's simply because blogging is a long-term game, and if you really don't have a strong reason why, you will actually give up and you will not continue blogging. Now the second thing is, once you have a really strong reason, is to define who your target audience is. So who is it that you're writing for? Remember, you're writing for people to engage with your content. You're writing for people to actually comment and to attract your ideal customers. So decide who you're writing for, and anytime you write a blog post, have your customer profile at the back of your mind so that you remember and you keep yourself honest as you're writing. Now the third thing is to research topics. What topics are your ideal customers looking for? What are they interested in? In some of the best places you can research topics would be on Ask the Public, or Google search, or YouTube search. And these are really good starting points where you can go and type in a particular niche. For instance, if you're into branding, just type branding for businesses and you'll see a wide range of topics that your ideal audience is already looking for answers from. And this is a very good starting point for you to create very good and long form kind of content around. Now that you know who you're speaking to, who your ideal audience is, it's time to actually sit down and create time to actually write the blog. So set aside 30 to 40 minutes. And I use a very simple process. Is within the 30 to 40 minutes where it's uninterrupted, I outline my blog. So I research a headline, and obviously it should be something that I am experienced in, because we are not looking to copy and paste from everywhere. So I research the headline, and then I come up with 3 or 4 subtitles that will form topics to support the headline, and then I have a very simple conclusion. Now, a rule of thumb is any good blog would be around 1,500 to 2,000 words. Now, that's something that you need to keep in mind when you decide to actually choose a topic to write about. Now that you've outlined your blog and you have a headline and you've actually written your first draft, you now need to edit it. So when it comes to editing, some of the few things to keep in mind is blog writing really just requires very simple way of writing. Keep your English very simple, keep your sentences very short, and write like you're writing for an 11-year-old. That really is the rule of thumb to follow, because generally people don't really like reading too much. So when you have big, chunky phrases and condensed sentences, it really puts many readers off. So keep things very short, simple, and flowy, and feel free to also add in images, GIFs, quotes, just to break down the monotony within your blog post. Now that you've actually edited it, the final step I would actually recommend would be now to promote it and post it. So you can only be able to promote your post if you actually have a blog site, or some alternatives that I'm finding interesting is you could decide if maybe you're not yet ready to invest in a blog site. Maybe for your businesses right now, your primary strategy is just to appear on social. You could actually use sites like Medium. You could also just log in your articles on LinkedIn. But for any business, I would highly recommend at least to have a site or a page or where you do have your offer, and at least somewhere where somebody is searching, they can find more information about you. and get to know what exactly it is that you deal with. And yeah, in those 7 simple steps, really, you should be able to actually have your first blog post up and running in less than 60 minutes. So if you found this content useful, click the subscribe button, and I'd love to know, do you actually have a blog page, and how active are you on? So let me know in the comments.